Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tara from Earth. I love to make videos and content about consciousness, universal truths. I also make videos about healing, our ascension journey, and how to reclaim our power and multidimensional sovereignty. So if any of that feels good to you, feel free to like and subscribe. I also post a lot on my Instagram and my TikTok, so you can go find me there or check out any of my services at terrafromearth.com. In this video, we are going to kind of deep dive into Three-Eye Atlas. I'm going to go into the energetic significance, what it's here, what it's doing, what we can expect. Just talk about this exciting interstellar object that is entering our solar system. Three-Eye Atlas is coming from beyond our sun's influence, carrying matter, frequency, and intelligence from another star system. So it was guided to us from another star system. Only 2 other interstellar objects have ever been recorded, making this the 3rd interstellar object, 3-Eye, and that number is no coincidence. So the number 3 is the number of creation. It's also the trinity of the mind, body, and spirit. It represents the sacred balance between form and formlessness, heaven and earth, thought and manifestation. In numerology, the number 3 represents the spark where divine consciousness takes form, where source begins to express itself into matter. So when we see 3-Eye, we can think of it as the 3rd messenger or the 3rd eye, the inner vision of humanity that is awakening. And 3-Eye Atlas will be activating our 3rd eye, and I will be talking about that a little bit later. So it's a code of remembrance of our creative power, our creative journey, and it is signaling that we are ready to perceive beyond duality and into more unity consciousness. So the number 3 is very significant, and now we are going to talk about Atlas. Atlas, yes, is the name of the telescope that discovered it, but it also has some ancient resonance. Atlas was the Titan who held up the heavens, bridging Earth with the cosmos. He really embodied the weight and strength to sustain divine order in the physical reality. So this is representing kind of this cosmic bridge that 3-Eye Atlas represents, bringing us a bridge, bringing us more light and more connection to the higher realms. Atlas also translates, of course, into a map or a guide. So 3-Eye Atlas is kind of this blueprint from source, mapping and laying down the divine design back into human consciousness. So it's really as if the cosmos is handing us a key, reminding us that we are not lost, but we are remembering our way home. So 3-Eye Atlas represents this map, this guide, guiding us way back home. So 3-Eye Atlas arrives as a messenger, but also a mirror, reflecting our readiness to hold the weight of transformation, Atlas, and embody the light of a new world. What's really interesting about 3-Eye Atlas is the light of it is coming from the front instead of the tail. I find this really interesting because it kind of reflects the illumination of our own inner light. Our 3rd eye, which helps dissolve illusions, open higher vision and truth. So as it travels, it's reminding us to always be leading with our light, see beyond the illusion, and return to our own divine perception. So 3-Eye Atlas originates from the direction of the Galactic Center, which is the heart of the Milky Way. It's kind of the vortex, it's the womb of creation, intelligence, and divine order. So whenever we get a visitor from that point, it's never random. It's a direct transmission from source and a download of cosmic intelligence. So this energy feels different because it is different. The Galactic Center emits really high frequencies of light and also holds memory, the DNA of the universe itself. So as Atlas travels from that region, it is carrying divine code of remembrance and unity consciousness, mirroring our collective readiness to integrate higher truths, higher consciousness, and to remember our galactic origins. What makes 3-Eye Atlas really unique is that it actually breaks the ecliptic plane, which is the flat disk that most of our planets and other comets will travel on. So it's really disrupting our normal solar architecture, and it's here to lay down a more cosmic, higher frequency template into our solar system and field. So this is very evolutionary, like Atlas, the name. It is carving out a new energetic pathway in the solar field so that Earth, other planets, and us can align to it. It's this highway of light and consciousness that goes back to source. It's really unique because it's carrying memory from other star systems. So as it travels through our solar system, it is imprinting this memory, these codes, into our grid, which is kind of upgrading our connection to the galactic network. So it's upgrading the software of the solar system. It's kind of rebellious in its own way. It's this nomad that is here to break through our solar consciousness, to upgrade our consciousness and just mirror the rise of human consciousness. It's helping us kind of pull ourselves out of the flat patterns and looping cycles of the third dimension, and it's really reconnecting us to the multidimensional spiral of connection. So we are being plugged back into the network to remember who we are. So any object like this really is a disruptor. It's a little bit rebellious, like how Age of Aquarius is this? Cosmic order is being rewritten right now, and Atlas is leaving behind a permanent trail, becoming this permanent crystalline bridge linking our entire system, our entire consciousness back to source. So this is why it's really freaking cool. So on October 29th, Atlas will be the closest to the sun. The sun is the great initiator. It is the transmitter of divine intelligence. And it will be basically activating Atlas, preparing it for its travel through the solar system. So every flare, every coronal mass injection and pulse of plasma from the sun will be carrying pockets of informations and light, igniting Atlas with more solar consciousness. So when these solar waves reach Atlas, it's kind of igniting its own internal chemistry, a activation that is turning the dormant crystalline codes from Atlas into living frequencies. So this process really isn't random. The sun is our central light of consciousness. When it starts to get hit by some of these sun's frequencies, Atlas will begin to kind of shed layers, releasing old materials and transform more into light. So this is kind of a purification or a detoxification of all of the density Atlas is carrying. And it's allowing all of these frequencies to then be integrated into our solar system. So the sun's energy amplifies this entire process, making sure that both Atlas and humanity will be prepared to integrate these frequencies. So the sun is a cosmic alchemist, I guess you could say, which is releasing old layers, burning away density, and preparing Atlas at a more solarized frequency, which is kind of cool because that is exactly what humanity is going through right now. We are being asked to release what no longer serves us, emotional blocks, outdated beliefs, karmic residue, so that we can become a lot more aligned, so that we can embody our full light. So Atlas passing the sun and other planets is going to be picking up on all these different frequencies, and it will kind of become more of a light that is ready to be integrated into human consciousness on Earth. So Atlas will be passing through our solar system, passing all the other planets. I know there's a bunch of astrologers talking about the planets. I'm not going to go really into that. Other than you can know that it's activating all of the other planets in the solar system as well, not just Earth. It's upgrading the frequencies of the planets. So the energies that the planets had before is getting an upgrade. So all the planets are also getting this software update as well. But what's really cool is that Atlas will reach its closest to Earth on December 19th. And this is specifically significant because December 19th is the window for winter solstice. Winter solstice will be on December 21st, but this is one of the most powerful times of the year because the northern hemisphere is aligned to the Galactic Center, so we are pulling in higher frequencies in the middle of winter. So winter solstice is always the most cosmic turning points of the year. This solstice will be a lot more different because of Atlas. Winter solstice is the darkest night of the year. It's the perfect time for us to be integrating and embodying higher frequencies. Perfect time for Atlas, an interstellar object, to enter. So the light that we're going to be taking in around winter solstice won't be solar, it will be galactic. So the upgrades will be really massive around winter solstice. Atlas is charged with light beyond our solar system, carrying frequencies from the galactic center, the heart of creation itself. So this means for the first time, humanity will be experiencing a solstice with galactic solar frequencies, not just local solar light. So this truly is a gate event. During this alignment, the darkness begins to peak as the light begins to return, and this galactic current will be flowing through the sun, the planets, through our energetic grid, activating deep remembrance. So the light codes that are being carried by 3i Atlas are designed to upgrade our DNA, move through our nervous system. It will activate our pineal gland, and of course the crystalline grid of the earth. So this really is the ending and a beginning. It's a massive cosmic reset where density is going to be burning away old illusions, and the higher templates of consciousness are being anchored. So these next 3 months are going to be crazy because we are already going to begin to feel the frequencies coming in. But after December and by New Year, we are really going to feel the shift, and things are just going to accelerate more from there, as if it's not crazy already. So we're going to be going through a pretty deep purification over the next few months. The distorted masculine is going to be getting rewritten, recoded. All of that density needs to shed, all the distortions need to go, the illusions need to fade. So this could be a very emotional journey for many of us who are very sensitive and are light workers. We are really shedding these old versions of ourselves and coming back to that cosmic remembrance. Winter solstice is the time of integration, so that is exactly what's going to be happening. So expect Ascension symptoms, expect to rest a lot, expect to not do much at all. Your body, your energy is already doing it for you. This is going to be a pretty crazy energetic time. What also makes Atlas unique is it has an unusually large amount of nickel. Let's talk a little bit about nickel. Nickel's energy represents transmutation, adaptability, and strength under pressure. In spirituality, it really mirrors humanity's way of being able to hold and integrate higher consciousness without breaking. So nickel is kind of this transitional energy. It represents where we are collectively. It teaches us adaptability, to be flexible, to flow. It's a bridge between density and light, and it's showing us where energy can be refined, purified, but made durable enough to be able to hold and withstand our own unique divine current. So it's a very stable energy that is coming through that represents integration. So nickel also stores core memory, and that is what's really unique. Atlas is kind of becoming this time capsule because of how much nickel is involved. Nickel is also found after a star ends in the middle of a supernova. So nickel is essentially stardust that holds core memory from other star systems. So it's holding galactic memory. So without the nickel, with the messages, the frequencies really wouldn't be able to make it all the way to Earth. Atlas is also the messenger of our original 12 by 12 divine blueprint. This is our original divine architecture. So as its energy enters our solar field, it is carrying the living codes of cosmic geometry, the same sacred structure of galaxies, of consciousness itself. So these frequencies are acting as a key for us, for ascension, awakening the dormant layers of our multidimensional DNA and preparing our light bodies to be in full alignment with source. So it's going to be transmitting these 12 by 12 codes through crystalline resonance, helping Earth and humanity remember its original design. So we are right now being invited and initiated to reclaim our original divine blueprint. We are reclaiming higher dimensional intelligence, and we are re-entering the harmonic field of creation itself. So this is all really cool. These upgrades are all coming over the next few months. All you have to do is allow. 3i Atlas is not meant to stay, and it's kind of this galactic teacher that is here to give us the wisdom, give us the activation and the lessons that we are needing to integrate, and then it will be on its way. So true mastery is really not relying on the teacher, but it's to embody the message. And that's what I really want to stress as well, is that just because Atlas is outside of us, everything that it's teaching us is all within. So it's important for us to go within during the next 3 months. Nothing is outside of you. No answers are outside of you. Even though we are assisted with astrological events, everything has always been within you. So always go within for all of your answers. Atlas is not here to save us. It's not here to save humanity. It is just doing its thing as the universe does to bring back divine order. But we all have a job to do, and that is to work on ourselves and to remember our own truth. So with these activations, there's nothing you really need to do other than to allow. Just give yourself permission to allow. Don't try to do too many rituals. Try to keep your ego out of it. And let's talk about the pineal gland. The pineal is really kind of our internal sun. It's our own cosmic antenna that translates light into consciousness. So whenever it is exposed to higher frequencies, it will begin to crystallize and awaken dormant DNA. And that is exactly what 3i Atlas is here to do. So it will be unlocking new ways of thinking, perception, intuition, and multidimensional awareness. Of course, this process is never gentle. It is here to burn away illusions. So our old veils have to dissolve, individually and collectively. So you may feel pressure in the head, you may have vivid dreams, you may have just emotional breakdowns, you may feel really heavy. Really tune into your body and listen to what your body is wanting, because you may just have to release density. And you may have to cry, release, purge, go work out, go get some sunshine, move your body, or find a creative outlet. The activation of the pineal gland works hand in hand with the evolution of our light body. This will be upgrading the crystalline grids within us so that our physical form can then safely hold higher frequencies of light. And because many of you may or may not be aware, we are here to ascend with our physical bodies intact. So the physical bodies have to be upgraded as well. But in order to do that, the crystalline grid has to be upgraded first. So all of these upgrades that 3i Atlas is bringing, that this galactic energy is bringing, will be upgrading our light bodies to be able to hold more light. So it acts as a galactic key, unlocking the dormant codes of our DNA. This is the blueprint of a divine remembrance. And through this process, our third eye becomes a portal. It is no longer just a symbol of intuition, but a messenger with higher dimensions. This is our communication and how we're going to be able to pull in more imagination, more ideas, more outside the box thinking, more truth. So we are truly becoming the cosmic light that all of these upgrades are here to bring. 3i Atlas is also just a nomad. It just reflects the same principles as it does for us, freedom through detachment. So we are being called to go beyond the control grids and systems into more sovereignty, to become multidimensional travelers of consciousness and free ourselves from old programming. We are currently experiencing the great divide, those who are still governed through the mind by fear and polarity, and those who are stepping into unity and divine neutrality. This really is bridging heaven and earth itself. So Alice really reminds us that evolution isn't about escaping matter, but harmonizing it with spirit. This is bridging heaven and earth. So 3i Atlas is not random for a reason. It is pushing us to go beyond fear, beyond programming, beyond division. So as 3i Atlas passes through, it is leaving behind a trail of light codes and frequencies that we have access to. We will be embodying these frequencies to activate our DNA, activate our pineal gland, our third eye, clear out the distortions and the illusion, and overall be able to step into the blueprint of new earth and collective evolution. If you're looking for more multidimensional support, I offer multidimensional rebode energy sessions. I also offer one-on-one coaching where I give you multidimensional techniques and tools that help you on your ascension path. All these tools and techniques are from beyond the 3D matrix, and they help you reclaim your true multidimensional power and sovereignty. Grounding is also really important as we transition through the 4D corridor. I've just uploaded my personal multidimensional grounding technique that can help you during this time to help you access higher frequencies and just reclaim sovereignty wherever you go. So if you want to book with me or download my multidimensional grounding technique video, all the links are below, or go to terrafromearth.com. I also post a lot on my Instagram and my TikTok, so you can follow me there. Thank you for watching. I will be posting more videos very soon. Stay grounded.